the NBA draft took place last night, and how did your team do? We're going to talk about what my Phoenix Suns did, and we're really going to just round off this video to talk about the top three. I don't want this video to be 30 minutes long. So, let's start off with my Phoenix Suns. I think they did a great job for what was available. I think everybody kind of did a decent job last night drafting it. Like, they drafted best available and kind of what fit their needs. So, I think that was very solid. Obi Toppin went a little farther down than I thought he would. He ended up going to the Knicks, which was I feel like that's a great fit. He's from New York, so it makes sense. But my Phoenix Suns, they end up getting Jalen Smith, which I think would work out perfectly. I think that the deficiencies that he has, Aiden does not have, and vice versa. So he actually improved his three-point percentage over the second year. So that's really impressive. So he can kind of hover around the perimeter. He has great defense, so he's going to be a great two-way player. And with us potentially losing Aaron Baines, I think that sliding Jalen Smith into that position would be phenomenal. They both can get good rebounds, so we'll see. Hey, there may be a walking double-double tie where it might resemble kind of what Boogie and AD were in New Orleans. So hopefully that's best case scenario. A lot of people compare him to Serge Ibaka, so we'll see. But as far as the top three, so the Minnesota Timberwolves ended up selecting Anthony Edwards, which I think was a great pick. I think he'll be paired well with D'Lo and Cat. So we'll see how that trio ends up. Let's see how they develop together. The number 2 pick ended up being James Wiseman. As I reported earlier, Klay Thompson did get hurt, but that starting five would have been phenomenal. I think the Warriors have definitely needed a big man for the longest. Like, their entire run, they have not had a dominant center. I mean, the best center they probably had was probably Andrew Bogut. And I'm not saying he's terrible, but I think he was phenomenal. Well, I say Boogie was the best that they had, but he never really materialized because he was coming off injury, and then he ended up getting hurt again. But I feel as though, you know, this is a great pickup. They can develop him. It's not too much pressure on him to perform right away. He would add a great defensive element, so that rim protection would be phenomenal. But in this situation, if they were fully healthy, it would have been a great starting five. You have Steph Curry, you would have had Klay Thompson, you would have had Harrison Barnes, then you would have, not Harrison Barnes, Andrew Wiggins, then you would have had Draymond Green and James Wiseman. So I think that would have been a great starting five, but injuries have happened. As I reported earlier, Klay did get hurt, and we'll see what the Warriors end up doing to kind of replace him and see what moves they kind of make to balance out that starting lineup. But it was a great pick for them. And lastly, LaMelo Ball ended up getting drafted to the Charlotte Hornets. I don't know about y'all, but I'm ready to see them 1v1s for Michael Jordan and LeVar Ball. LeVar been talking all kinds of mess for the last few years since Lonzo's been drafted. So I'm ready to see this happen. Now he has a reason to go to Charlotte, and we need to see this. They need to put this on ESPN or live stream it or something. We need to see this happen. But I think that's a great pickup for the Charlotte Hornets. We'll see if he ends up staying there. I don't know if he'll end up being trade bait to get Russell Westbrook there, but we'll see. Let's see how they end up pairing. The pair between LaMelo and Devontae Graham ends up working for the time being. But if anything changes, I will be sure to let you guys know. Stay blessed.